My man. Hey, everyone. Trey, my man, everyone. What? I have energy tonight.
Ready to roll.
Am ready. Look, today you texted me and you're like, "Are you feeling it tonight?"
Is that what I said?
You know what I said? Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm feeling it tonight.
Let's do it.
And let's ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll.
I came in and I hope everybody's doing well.
Yes.
We're ready for a great show.
Yes.
And go ahead and throw the headline at me.
Fuck. I don't have the headline.
God. Are you...
Damn it.
I had the energy. I was ready for it. I wanted something about semen or cock plastering or something.
Let you down.
You know what? You know how I feel right now?
I think that's the shortest we've ever had this
no
song.
more music, Trey. No more music, Trey.
No more music.
No, I've got energy. Trey's got energy. We're
Music
feeling great.
for the head. Music is only for headlines, right?
We're not going to do headline, and that's fine because we have so much other stuff to get to. And you know, this is going to be a fun show for us because it's going to be just basically telling you guys how stupid everybody is, and I'm fired up because we're going to go.
Is that something different?
I'm more fired up. We're going to go straight to Butthurt Comments of the show because they're.
I love that name, by the way, Butthurt.
Because we just released the show, like literally a few minutes ago, actually.
Yeah.
The whole show. But as everybody knows, we do clips.
We do clips.
They're called podcast previews, and they're shorts or reels or whatever. And it gets people to go, hey, I might want to check that out.
Right.
And so I put those up, and man, we had a conversation because of all this Yemen bullshit. And
there's something
by
going
the
on in Yemen?
By the way, Trey and I, the entire show, called this extremist group Houthis, which we still think sounds cooler.
Houthi, yeah.
But apparently
Houthis.
it's Houthi.
What?
Houthi.
Houthi.
Like Houdini, Houthi, like H-O. Look, I'm going to do it the right way so people don't say we're
Houthi.
miseducated and blah, blah, blah.
Did somebody actually tell you with the pronunciation little things?
Yes, I actually looked it up on 3 different sources, and they're all like, Houthi.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're going to use Houthi.
Do you think their favorite band is like Houthi?
Oh,
and the
God. Oh,
Blowfish?
God. Jesus Christ. Why did I know so quickly that you were...
Maybe that's the name of their...
So as they're firing missiles, it's like, only want to be with you. Like, hold my hand. I don't know, whatever.
That's what are they called? Groupies.
Groupies. They're
That's-
Houthi groupies.
Houthis.
So they went
the groupies. Now
Anyway.
they're an extremist group.
So this group Houthi, we talked about them. We talked about Islam. This is a conversation that I tell you what, we could probably just do a podcast about this conflict, not this specific one, but overall Islam extremism, Israel, the Palestinians, you know, and how that's affecting our country. We do Trey, and I know that you have no interest in doing that.
Why is everybody so pissed off over there?
God, everyone's pissed everywhere, even over here.
Is it all the sand?
It gets in certain places,
Areas. Anyway.
but I was called so many things on these comments, and I just misinformed, and I'm miseducated, and I'm this and that. Although they must be properly educated. Like, unless you literally can prove to me that you live there,
Yeah.
and that you saw like down the street what just happened. I hate to ask for it, but send the video. And I'll listen to you.
Most of those were my comments, though, so I'm sorry. I didn't realize it got you that fired up.
Under all your different...
My aliases.
You're like, yeah, you're the one that said, dumbass, quit talking so much.
I've been saying that since the first show.
Let somebody else speak for once.
That might have been my mom.
That makes sense. Mama Trey, Mama Trey, don't be mean.
Yeah.
So I got called things. So let's go right into it. We got a lot of that, but the first ones I'm going to do are about Tay Tay.
Okay.
We've been doing Tay Tay Talk, which don't worry, Don't worry, everybody. We'll get there. We have some new daily Tay Tay information for you. So Trey and I did a thing about is Taylor like a certain position while
Sexually.
but while currently with Travis Kelce.
Pleasing your man.
Pleasing your man. I mean, people have sex. People have sex, right, Trey?
Absolutely.
So I don't understand.
Married people don't have sex, but people have sex.
Right. What I don't understand is why something like that gets the backlash. I might understand the thousands of years of religious war that's happened between Islam and Christians and Jews, but this is Taylor Swift and her sex life, and I'm getting hate. That's not really hate, but I got somebody responded with, I'll do the funny one. It's really funny. Just simply, ew. At our idea of what do you think Taylor's favorite position is.
Ew.
But the handle on this person, their name is literally at sit on your face 956. So
what are they saying ooh about? Maybe they don't want to sit on Taylor's face. Maybe.
I don't know, or maybe I don't.
Maybe they're not attracted to Taylor.
The bottom line is it just seemed a little hypocritical. I don't know. Anyway, the next one. This was maybe Taylor's number one fan.
Okay.
What
makes you say that?
Well, her handle is at Swifty.
Okay.
With a dash, because I'm assuming at Swifty probably was already taken.
Yeah.
Her profile picture is of Taylor jamming on the guitar.
Yeah?
And every post she's ever made is of Taylor Swift.
Obsessed? A little?
Maybe. And so I don't know her real name, but all she said is the report button is looking real good today.
There's a report button?
And apparently I don't even know, because whatever, I don't care. And I think YouTube apparently didn't care either. Because, I mean, so apparently there's a button where you can say, hey, this video is out of line. There's nothing out of line about our video. We simply said, hey, what do you think Taylor is? I might have called her closet freak, whatever. Does she like this, that? And you know what? A majority of people on other platforms were like, hell yeah, she's this, or she likes this, or whatever. And people
it's just out of fun, right?
People are laughing. And Taylor probably would get in on it. You know, actually, guys, you know, I don't know. So this person got all butthurt.
Does this person think maybe she's a virgin?
That's a good question. But I just said, like, report for what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, we're talking about sex? Like, is that what you're going to report me? Because you'll never find anybody talking about that. We didn't even do it in a bad way. It wasn't like I was asking.
We were just curious.
I wasn't asking for, that story we did about vagina moldings.
Plasters, yeah.
Plasters. I wasn't asking for Taylor's.
As men that are intimidated by Taylor, we're just curious.
We're curious
about her sexual habits.
Tell me that you're not a little bit curious on what Taylor likes.
Right. What if she's a dominatrix? She's the shit out of guys.
I wouldn't go that far.
No?
She probably just lays there. But the bottom line is eventually, I mean, to this person's credit, and she's defending Taylor, she went back and forth with me a little bit, and she said, blah, 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 da, da, da. The comments were it just whatever. And so I finally said, unless you're like 14 years old and you're a Swiftie, this is dumb. This is just adults talking freely about sex, which is, I don't know, part of humanity. It just is. Since guess what? The beginning of humanity.
Right.
People have banged. That's how other people
they were brought into
get
this
here.
world.
That's right. And I admit, I told her, I said, by the way, I think if you really want to know the people, I think doggy style won.
Nice.
As far as
her favorite,
what people thought.
Okay.
So there we go. So that's the Tay Tay butthurt stuff, and it's just funny. I mean, somebody said the funny way. Someone said, "Nah, she's an Amazonian position kind of gal." And that's fun.
That's good. I like that.
Someone this girl liked that I said closet freak. She said closet freak. LOL. Yeah. Okay, have fun with it.
Right.
Taylor, I guarantee it. Well, I don't guarantee. I don't know her, but I'm hoping she's the kind of girl that'd be like, "Oh, you guys are fucking stupid."
Yeah.
But I like this reverse calculus.
I like it.
So the next, let's move on real quick to the so much butt hurt to the I hate to go from Taylor's sex positions to like
Well, hold on.
serious stuff.
I got something quick about Taylor.
Oh.
Just because.
Well, we have Tay Tay Talk. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, we have Tay Tay.
No, we have
Oh,
Tay
we
Tay
do have
Talk.
Tay Tay.
But do it now. Do it now.
Okay. Well,
Look, we don't have organization on this show.
I guess so. Apparently, a little extra about Taylor Swift. The Buffalo Bills are selling T Swift themed food at the upcoming Chiefs Bills game.
Right, because the Bills are hosting the Chiefs.
Yes.
I'm still bitter. They beat my team.
Maybe we should know a little bit more about the songs, but the first one is called Bad Blood Waffle Fries.
Look, all the Swifties will know this, so maybe we'll get some Swifties. Bad Blood. So the song is probably called Bad Blood.
I guess so. You don't think it's called Waffle Fries?
And they're going to give you blood.
It features 2 feet of fries topped with a grip.
I think you're drooling.
A little bit. A grip of Buffalo and Kansas City food staples, including blue cheese and barbecued pork.
Okay.
The second one is named the Karma Quesadilla. So she's got a quesadilla song.
Right.
Is that what that is?
Right. And they're going to give people karma.
It's got golden chicken. God damn it. It's got chicken tenders, bacon, and pork belly all over it.
Trey, take your time. It's okay.
I'm getting hungry right now.
Yeah, I know. My question for you immediately is, why is Buffalo doing this when she's obviously there to cheer on the Chiefs?
Right.
So why is Buffalo going to do this? Is it
to make money?
Well,
they're probably selling that for like what, $30 a piece?
Yeah, that's part of what we'll get with Tay Tay Talk.
Okay.
There's this viewership and all that is going up for different demographics. She's insane. We'll get there.
Okay.
Let's quickly just finish the Butthurt Comments.
Butthurt Comments, got it.
About this small little incident about Yemen and Islam and all that bullshit.
What's going on over there?
This guy said to me after we put out what I thought were clips that made sense, that were reasonable, that weren't over the top. I wasn't sitting here saying, "Oh, fuck you." I was literally saying, why are we okay with people in our own streets screaming for extremism against us?
America, right.
Why is America the bad guy? Why is this? And of course, they're responsible because you're aiding Israel. And it gets into the whole he said, she said, my facts are better than your facts and whatever. And unless you're willing to go to Gaza or go, I guess, to fucking Yemen, I don't know, which you and I are not willing to do.
No, not really.
But we're willing to listen. And if you come at me and you say and you call me all kinds of things, why am I going to listen? I mean, all that does is tell me you're defensive, and defensive people are usually the ones that are wrong. In my opinion, that just came to me, Trey.
Why do you want to live in America if you want to come over here and be upset the way America handles things and want to kill Americans? Why do you want to?
Well, yeah, that's a whole. I mean, that's a whole discussion. Is over here. Over there, it's, we're still viewed as this big bad whatever. Let me tell you what this guy said. This guy says, this idiot, me, I guess, because yeah, right. Well, so that wasn't that bad. This idiot is doing gymnastics with his pea brain, believing anyone is buying the crap he's selling. First of all, I don't know why he's selling anything. I just was making a comment.
I can't picture you doing gymnastics.
Yemen didn't attack us. They attacked genocidal Israel. My first comment to that is going to be factual. The leader, unless the leader of Houthi is lying,
and the blowfish,
the leader of Houthi has come out and said, yes, we've bombed the U.S. and UK ships and we're going to keep doing it. This guy's saying they didn't attack us. They attacked Israel. But the leader's saying that they did. So who am I going to believe, their leader or you?
Right.
And so I just, again, I responded with about 3 paragraphs.
Oh, shit.
I didn't really. It was, but I'm saying, I just like, are you denying that the missiles are fired? Like, what is this need to sit here and defend extremist groups.
Right.
If I get up and I go over there right now, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. You and I are different. We may handle things differently. But if I went down over here and just to a guy that was jogging one day, and I went up and I punched him in the face,
God damn.
he's probably not going to just sit there. He's going to be like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, and he's going to retaliate.
I would assume.
You would think. And that's, unless he's a big pansy, but the United States is not a big, I mean,
No.
Look, you hit our ships, we're coming at you. You do this, we're coming at you. You attack Israel, they're coming at you.
Well, wasn't it weeks of them hitting our ships too? It wasn't just like an accidental whoopsie.
Yes, and it was weeks of warnings and weeks of this. And like I said before, Joe Biden, and I'll give him credit for this. That's a whole different topic we can get to in a minute. But that's the butthurt comment there. But there's a bunch of them that are like that. I mean, it's a lot of them blame the media, and then this one guy claimed he was an actual political science professor, so he knows best. And I said, oh God, please, our poor college students are being brainwashed. And he started talking about 50 years ago, and I said, dude, this has been way longer than 50 years, and the fact that you're just referencing the World War II and you're teaching our youth is scary. It's scary to me. The fight for Jerusalem has been way longer than World War II, and
I might have been in his class.
and then you know what? I'll end with this for the butthurt comments. I say it. So I've done it before a few times, and then I'm like, I don't want to be that douchebag. It's this whole saying now that people go, tell me that you're miseducated without telling me that you're miseducated.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Idiot. And he puts a wink. And I just like, this stupid phrase needs to end. And I'm not miseducated. I'm quite educated. And why is that's my point. Why is this person's education different than mine? Why is their research better than mine?
Right.
Again, if you're there, or even if you have family there and can prove that and can give me something, this guy's sitting in his basement somewhere,
right?
And he thinks because he read, one site. One guy accused me of watching CNN. I don't watch CNN at all. All I do is bitch about CNN. So those are the butthurt comments of the week. We nailed it this week, Trey.
Yeah,
because Trey and I want it. We want it. Keep sending them.
Because that means they're listening to us.
Right? And I'm probably not going to respond to all of them because I realized that I took way too much time out of my day today fucking with all you assholes, and I'm not going to do that. So I'll respond to the good ones and the really good ones, and I'll talk about the quasi good ones.
Yeah.
About that. So that's butthurt. Let's go ahead and talk about the follow up to Islam real fast. And then we'll get to some good Tay Tay talk. I have a couple of points that I wanted to make. The leader of Houthis, whatever, something, was asked about the conflict, and he said, we're at war with the U.S. Did you know that?
I didn't realize that.
I don't think we did. I don't think anybody does. But they're viewing this as war.
Okay.
So in war, what happens?
All is fair.
All is fair, right? And if this guy's literally declaring war, fuck him up. But we're still going to be blamed. We're still going to be the bad guy somehow, some way. This is war according to the enemy. I don't think President Biden came out and said, "Hey, this is war."
No.
He said, "Hey, if you keep shooting your little pussy missiles at our ships, we're gonna do something about it."
Retaliate. Yeah,
and he did. And these missiles, when I think of like Yemenis or Middle Eastern missiles, I think of like the Nerf ones.
God damn.
They come from the gun and they just kind of like stop at the boat because they have shit there. They have nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not sidestepping this anymore. I'm stepping on people's toes. And I don't give a fuck.
You're fired up tonight.
Oh man, I just don't understand so many things. So apparently we're at war, and they vow not to stop attacking our ships. They are not going to stop.
So why should we stop?
So okay, let's just go at our own risk to try and do whatever in the Red Sea. My question to you, I have so many.
Shit, you have a question for me?
I have a question for whoever. Is this a religious war? Both sides. Because that's what it seems like. Yet nobody wants to admit that this has become Muslim extremism versus what's known as in the Western world. And the Western world will say, we're not all Christian, there's a lot of atheists, there's a lot of this, and Israel, Jewish. But is it religion? Is it religion driven? Because all that the Muslims say, all these groups are Allah, death to Christians, death to Jews. Is this a religious issue and something that maybe we need to go back into Sunday school? Or is it something about, is religion just kind of there? What do you, real fast, just like, do you think it's religion or do you think it's not?
Well, you told me that the reason our ships are out there is because it's taking aid or taking stuff to Israel, right?
Well, some of them.
Supplies,
some
and
of
stuff like that. Is that why they're bombing us? Is because we're aiding Israel?
That's what they're claiming. They're saying that they're trying to figure out which ones are aiding Israel and which ones aren't. Well, there's really no way to. I don't know how they can figure that out. So they're just bombing everybody.
Do you think some of these groups attack and then just throw religion out there?
Well,
as a reason behind it.
Well, I wish. But I really believe that these groups are using Allah and Islam as their, I don't know how to explain it, that's what's driving them, is that they believe Israel because they're Jewish. United States, the Western world is more Christian. That's what they're doing. They're waging a war against the infidels, is what everybody that's not Muslim is called.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
The whole thing. And they're still using that word. But they'll come here and take all our stuff. We'll get there. I'll throw a curveball at you.
Okay.
I promise Trey's going to talk some in this show. I'm going to throw a curveball at you. You know, you can see I'm fired up. Most of the people that are complaining, most of the Americans that are complaining about what we're doing. In fact, there was a 200-person protest, 200. So it's kind of like, oh, you're cute. In New York City.
Okay.
Protesting the missile strikes in Yemen. First off, don't know why. Let's just let our ships get hit and not do anything because whatever. But these are the same people that are voting liberal, that are voting left, that vote for Biden. These are the same type of people, the ones that are, I guarantee you that 95% of the people that are out there in our country with Palestinian flags voted blue, voted left, voted Biden. You can't do that because the other side, at least from a Trump perspective, Donald Trump, and I think I brought this up before, Donald Trump has said over and over, I want our troops home. I want nothing to do with this bullshit. Yeah. It's not going away.
Right.
It's been thousands of years. The Middle East is fucked. And whether Donald's going through some shit, I tell you what, you don't have to like the guy. But when it comes to this issue, don't be a hypocrite. Don't sit here and say, oh, liberal, we're woke, we're this, let's be progressive and vote for Biden. He's the one that's aid to Ukraine. I mean, why are we fucking with this? Oh, Putin's going to take over the world. Shut up.
Well, do you think these are the same people that would come out and protest if we didn't do anything? Like if we didn't send aid, we didn't help, we didn't. You think they would be protesting? Like, let's say if Trump was in office right now and saying, you know what, that's their issue. They're dealing with it. We're going to stay out of it. Do you think these same people would be out there going,
I do.
Why aren't we out there helping?
I do. I think that's the problem, is that they're out there and it's like I always say, and in all fairness to these people, it should be issue by issue is how you feel.
Right.
We're not going to just put ourselves on one side of the line or the other on all issues. That's great, but you can't sit here and go, we should need to stop bombing. Well, it's your guy.
Yeah.
What you voted, that's the policy.
It
always has been. And it's It's a little ironic that it's in an election year, and it happened similarly in 2020, and they're distractions. That's a whole other topic.
That is true.
We won't get there.
You think if it wasn't an election year, you think he would?
Well,
that trigger?
no. I mean, I think they do stuff and they don't, report a lot of it, and it's under, this kind of leaked and whatever. But I just feel like you can't sit here and yell about retaliating, and especially in war. Since the beginning of time, man or mankind or womankind or humankind have fought each other and have explored, conquered. That's just the way it's always been.
Yeah.
And in war, there's going to be a winner and a loser.
You're right. And the winners write the history books, right?
That's apparently what they say. And in this case, I'm just telling you, the leader of this group is saying we're at war. And it's almost like you're cheering against your own country. It's like, I know you feel for some of the people. I mean, they live in dirt. I get it, but how about feeling for our people?
Feeling for the troops that are being sent over because this fight got started.
Well, fortunately, I don't think any troops are in Yemen yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think they are. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. It's from a neutral party, you're going, okay, well, if this issue mattered most to me, you got to go Trump, because he's saying, get these guys, get our troops home.
Get them home, yeah.
We don't want to deal with this.
That makes sense, yeah.
People say, oh, he's close with Putin. He's not close with Putin. You keep your enemies close. That whole saying, it's civil. Why would you want to piss off one of the other strongest countries in the world? Why would you want to start? People go, Trump's going to start. No, he's not. He's close. Why did he even shake hands with Kim Jong, whatever his name is, from North Korea?
Yeah.
Because why not be diplomatic instead of aggressive?
Right.
That's what everybody's bitching about right now. Guess what? It's this guy that's doing it, not Donald J. Trump.
Because I guess Donald wouldn't have the ships going out to aid. Then our ships wouldn't be bombed.
I don't know that. I don't know if he's got, there's nothing wrong with supporting the Jews in Israel. I don't understand what that, the Jews haven't had it easy.
Yeah.
But I didn't mean to interrupt. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just pointing that out. Do you think he wouldn't have been sending that aid, which would have led to the bombing, of course, then wouldn't lead to the conflict with Yemen, so.
I think that Yemen, the Houthis, have aligned with Hamas, and they've said that we're in support of anybody going against Israel, and so they're aligning with Hamas.
Gotcha.
And so in that case, that's where your issue is. They're going after anything other than Palestinian boats.
Right.
It could be a boat from Switzerland, and they're gonna
bomb it.
Anyway, so by the way, the guy's name, the leader of Houthi that's claiming we're at war, I was just wanting to let you know his name is Muhammad Ali al-Houthi.
Yeah.
So his last name is Houthi.
Oh, so he named the group after himself?
Maybe he's
a little conceited right
ego. There. I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right.
We're going to name this show Ryan and Trey. Just Ryan and Trey.
There we go.
And lastly, this guy said this, and then we'll move on from this. Look, in case you can't tell, I'm fired up.
You are a little bit, yeah.
I'm tired of getting I'm tired of the anti-American view. And what I mean by that isn't that everybody has to be like, American flags everywhere and like American flag. I know you have an American flag Speedo. We're not interested in seeing that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that this country is doing things based on elected leadership. And to sit here and you can say, I don't agree with what they did, but to sit here and literally support and align with extremist groups is just too far. And for me to get yelled at about it is, well, that's even worse. Deep breaths.
Man, you haven't taken a drink for a while now.
Yeah, I'm still on my first one tonight.
Holy shit. That's a record.
So that's kind of the talk for tonight. What bothers me and then I promise we'll move on from this, is what really is bothering me is what's happening in our own country and how we're not aware of the mindset of some of the people that we've let into the country. Right. I mean, one of the comments that I got was this guy going, "You're an idiot American, and your borders are wide open. These people can come right in. You guys are idiots." Well, it's not us. I mean, technically,
we didn't decide about the borders,
and that's the problem. They're here, and they're in there, and I mean, we saw. Look, I'm not going to say anything, but we saw a caravan of Palestinian flags go by on one of our major intersections by our house.
No kidding.
Here in Dallas, Texas.
Wow.
And you're going, they're here. I mean, people are here that are supporting this. Why do they, or is it because of what they're told? Is it because of what they really truly believe? Or is it because it's like,
did they actually go through some shit?
This is the cool thing that I guarantee you, Trey, that these people on certain roadways in Dallas, Texas, didn't go through shit.
And
if one of them did, I apologize. Or if two of them did, I apologize. But I guarantee you that this is more of a
bandwagon.
What I've been saying is that people tend to be cushioning the victims, the ones that lose these conflicts, the ones that don't have the power to compete. It's almost like you would take an underdog in a 100-meter dash. The guy that's got like one leg.
In a butt-kicking contest?
Yeah. And you say, you know what? I feel for this guy. I'm going to wear his T-shirt. And that's what it feels like to me when I drive by and see Palestinian flags everywhere. I mean, are you really? Anyway, that's it.
The one-legged man has T-shirts?
Yeah. Come on. So that's it. So let's go to Tay Tay Talk. I was fired up, and now I'm really fired up because we're talking about Tay Tay Talk. I'm going to do this really fast because some people probably enjoy it, like hashtag or at Tay Swifty, whatever the hell this lady was, the elderly. Some people don't care, but the first one. It doesn't need to. There's nothing that needs to be said. There's just, and this is a big mag. This is a big publication too.
Need to be said.
This writer simply said, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are really happy together, but they're going to see where it goes. That's the article, in a nutshell. There were 2 paragraphs in this article, and it was basically like both of them interviewed, and they're saying, "We're happy, but we're going to see where it goes." That's the article. The next piece of Taylor.
They really dig into that, don't they?
Yeah, the next piece of Taylor information is, I found this funny. So we need to know what she's wearing.
Of course.
I think this was Thursday. Yeah, yesterday. Taylor Swift was seen in New York, but claims that her boyfriend has no plans to propose.
She claims that?
She claims that. But I'll dispute that in a second. The multi-Grammy Award winner, she's won a few of those, bundled up in a black coat over a gray hooded shirt. Gray hooded shirt dress. Apparently, you have some of those, right?
Yeah.
Shirt dresses.
1 or 2.
As she stopped by studios for a recording session. I guess Travis might have pissed her off and she's writing a song. She completed her low-key look with black leather shoes and a stylish suede Manu Atelier handbag.
Holy shit.
The Anti-Hero, I guess that's a song. You can tell buffaloes they can make an Anti-Hero burger.
Like a hot dog?
Hot dog, maybe. The Anti-Hero hitmaker's long, dirty blonde hair was worn down, not in a ponytail today, and she was without her signature red lipstick.
What?
Yeah, and sure enough, there's a picture, and guess what? You'll see it at the beginning of our of our video. In case you were wondering what she was wearing, there you go.
There we go.
The point about this that I think is so funny is that she said there's no plans, but then very quickly after it says Travis Kelce claims he's working on her ring.
He's working on her ring.
Working on getting her ring the way she wants it. And the rumor is...
But there's no plans.
But there are no plans, according to Taylor. Tay Tay. Get this. Tell me what you think of this, Trey. According to Travis Kelce, he may use some of the diamonds from his Super Bowl rings.
No shit.
To make her engagement ring. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's a dumbass fucking move right there.
I can't argue with you.
Unless he's got something where he can get those diamonds back.
That's what I'm saying. Some sort of contract
Yeah.
in the prenup. She's got more money than him.
I was about to say, so
I imagine.
Is he signing the prenup?
Yeah, who's doing what? But in there, it should be he gets those back because, look, Super Bowl lasts forever.
Tay Tay does not.
As Trey knows, not all marriages last forever.
Don't last always forever, yeah.
So, but I thought that was interesting. I thought as sports fans, let me ask all you guys how you feel about this. Travis Kelce looking to include some of his Super Bowl diamonds on his rings in his upcoming engagement ring to Taylor Swift.
So is it going to be like diamonds underneath that you don't see, or I mean, how's that going to work? Is it going to make?
I think he's going to take them.
Look,
I think he'll take them off of the ring.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Then it's going to have holes where the diamonds were. What the fuck?
Yeah. Can I see your Super Bowl ring? That's stupid. Looks dumb.
It's like instead of KC Chiefs, it's just the K now. There's no C anymore.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
But look, hey, don't yell at me. This is apparently what's happening in this relationship.
Wow.
Lastly, because I said we were going to make these shorter, the Tay Tay Talk. This one I like. It seems like every time there's one that is okay, that's good. You know, last time it was that she surpassed Michael Jackson. Was it Michael? Yeah, Michael in one of his the big. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was Elvis.
Elvis, yes.
In most weeks on the album chart.
Yeah. Did she?
This one's pretty cool. Did she confirm
her sex position?
I'm waiting for that one.
Oh, okay.
You'll be the first to know.
Hopefully, we'll get a Swiftie answer that.
This one is, it brings up a couple of points, but mostly dads are claiming that, dads that have young daughters are claiming that they're actually able to bond now because their young daughters are now watching football.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, so dads are undercover listening to Taylor Swift songs, and now they're able to bond?
That could be too. That could be too. But I mean, the idea is, and they interviewed this one dad and his daughter, and she was like 8 years old, and she's this Taylor. But she'll sit in and watch the Chiefs game with them, and I tell you what, the Chiefs have to be the most popular damn team and the most hated team in the league. But so that was sweet, and in all seriousness, I mean, sometimes I say things like that and I don't mean them, but I mean that one.
Yeah,
and it's great, but at the same time, it's NFL football, and this is kind of a sideshow. How long is it gonna last? I mean, what happens to this dad and his daughter if they break up? What if Taylor says Travis Kelce cheated on me? That could cause friction between the dad and the daughter.
Or they get knocked out of the playoffs, or Kelce comes out and retires, or
Taylor's done with them. Taylor, I mean, this dad better hope Taylor goes to another football player so that his daughter can continue to watch. But it leads me to say that Kansas City has come out and said, hey, we got a whole new demographic coming our way these days. And I don't doubt it. I mean, women, they said their women numbers have gone up. Well, big shock.
Yeah.
And Taylor claims she doesn't. I don't know how much they show me. You have an idea.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like it. I don't care.
No.
But she yells at the Brads and the Chads. That's us. And the dads.
And the dads. Which
you're
a dad.
Yeah, but this dad's trying to bond.
Yeah.
She's yelling at him. Dads, Chads, and Brads. She doesn't care if she's pissing us off. It's not pissing us off. It's just kind of like,
again,
okay, we get it. She's banging Travis Kelce.
Right.
We get it.
Good job.
Good for you, Travis. Now tell us which way you're banging. So that's Tay Tay Talk. 2 stories that are stupid as shit. And one story that I thought, it had some validity to it.
So, going back to Yemen.
Hold on. I'm out of breath.
Well, then shut up.
I think I've talked for a while. Go back to Yemen.
So just, if there's an ad out there, I don't know if you've seen it.
A Yemenis ad.
Well, it's the latest in a long line of iconic Calvin Klein ads, which follows the man of the moment, Mr. Jeremy Allen White, as he walks through the streets of his hometown, New York, climbs to a rooftop, strips down to his
Whoa, this is the commercial.
This is the commercial.
Okay. You didn't specify. I was like, this guy
down.
stripping down.
Yeah, he strips down to his white CK boxers and flops on an orange sofa surrounded by doves.
Fair enough.
Ordinary, everyday stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you lay on a sofa, doves fly.
So,
right.
Prince told us that, right? So anyway, this has kind of caused a stir a little bit.
Okay. Back up. So this is a Calvin Klein commercial.
Yes, sir.
That's caused a stir.
Caused a stir.
What does this have to do with Yemen?
Oh, it doesn't.
You were.
I just didn't know how to transition, but stay with me, Ryan.
For some reason, I thought there was some Calvin Yemen.
Can you imagine a Yemen's out there strutting around in some Calvin Klein?
The missile just went by.
And then he lays down on the couch as another missile flies over.
I would watch that commercial.
Yes.
I may even buy me some Calvin Kleins. Anyway, Calvin Klein has always had these kind of gray, dark commercials, right? Yeah. And is this kind of the one this guy?
I don't think he's gray and dark. Jeremy Allen White.
But they always have like the briefs and they're in. Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
So this is a little bit upsetting and it's caused a stir. So a British singer-songwriter, dancer, a Miss FKA Twigs has criticized the UK regulators' decision to ban her Calvin Klein ad, saying she felt there was a double standard. So as I scroll down, this ad, Miss Twigs donned a denim shirt drawn halfway around her body, which left the right side of her frame exposed.
Okay.
The text read, "Calvins or nothing." So this young lady's sitting there.
Here it is. I pulled it up. Okay.
So it says that.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
The ad used nudity and centered on FKA Twigs' physical features rather than the clothing, to the extent that it presented her as a stereotypical sexual object.
Oh, my God. I see a shirt, but I also see a half a titty.
Yeah.
Little side
and a half a titty.
Little side boob.
Well, so.
Who cares? That's what Calvin Klein. Go ahead.
The ASA, which I don't know what that stands for, told Newsweek, adding the image's composition placed viewers' focus on the model's body rather than on the clothing being advertised.
Welcome to Always. Okay, go ahead.
So basically, it brought up a lot of. Basically, she's super upset, saying that there's a double standard here. So,
did they pull? You said they pulled the ad.
They pulled her ad.
So her ad's gone.
Her ad's gone. So it's not out there based on her being sexually objectified. Is that?
But shouldn't it be her decision? Like, if she says I'm fine with it, they go, all right, cool.
There was literally only 2 complaints. To the ASA that got this ad banned. So 2 complaints to get this ad banned. Yet this Jeremy Allen White is now on billboards in New York. You see women on TikTok, watching the video and just drooling over the video. They have their mothers.
That happens for our show.
Well, yeah, of course. So yeah, it's kind of curious.
You say grandmothers too?
Yeah. Yeah, there's grandmothers.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
They're like, oh, this guy.
So, these women are just drooling over this guy. So, how is this ad able to be okay, but Miss FK Twigs can't show off a little bit of her body? So, yeah, I'm just curious your thoughts on that.
Infamous double standard, right? Going the other way.
Is it because guys really don't care if they're, if they've got a good body, they just want to show it off?
That's definitely something. Like, if I had this guy's, he's okay, I guess. But
he's got a nice body.
If you had if I had a body that was swimsuit ready,
right? Bikini ready.
Bikini ready, not one piece. Find those bikini ready body. I'd be out there. I mean,
absolutely.
I would do this. I mean, I would do this commercial if I worked out a lot and whatever. And guys are different. I mean, if I walked by, Trey, let me ask you a question. If I walked by, and this is a little more physical than advertisement, but if I walked by, or if you walked by,
Which one's walking by?
Girl, you're walking by.
Okay.
And some girl comes up and says, "Hey, you look nice today," and slaps you on the ass. Are you going to be offended and yell at her? You're probably going to be like,
probably blush and
who cares?
Did you just see what happened?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. I mean, if we worked at a place like Hooters, and we had little shorts on,
Yeah.
and I knew that girls were liking that, I would emphasize my walk.
Oh, absolutely.
And a lot of people will say that it's because women have always been objectified. Men haven't, so that we don't know. Maybe once it starts happening daily, we would start to get it. I understand, ladies. Calm down. We love all of you, and we just want you to be happy, right, Trey?
Exactly.
But in this case, it seems it's just an example of like, I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do. So you're trying to remove a woman from being sexualized, but it's okay to sexualize the man.
Right, right.
And it's not based on the model's opinions because she's pissed about it.
Yeah, she's very upset about it.
So it's not the model. It's not like
standard.
she's like, I don't feel comfortable about the way they did this.
Right.
It's two fucking people in the UK that said we're uncomfortable with this, and they pulled it, according to what your source is saying.
Exactly.
And
this looks like a tasteful photo. So
I'm looking at it right now. I can see no nipple. I can see no crack, and I see no vagina. To me, it's literally as if I've seen dresses, Trey, at the Emmys, or we talked about the Oscars, or whatever the hell they are, right? With celebrities that have their whole sides kind of open,
right?
Or they,
little side boob action.
That's what this looks like.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen more cleavage in those types of dresses than I'm seeing on this article. And I'll put this picture up on our show at the beginning when I put pictures up. If anybody ever watches, the beginning I always put pictures of things we talk about.
Do we really?
I'll do this picture.
Oh, okay.
We do, Trey. Did you know that we have a show? Did you know that I actually put this thing out? I think they're taking this and they're saying, in this day and age, these complaints may be, this may be an opportunity for us to step up even with or without two complaints and say, you know what, we feel that this woman's being objectified. We're going to take the high road, which is what this wokeism and all this progressive mindset is. That this, because she looked hot.
Yeah, it's a sexy photo.
She looks sexy, and it's an opportunity to say, you know what, we don't want to sexualize this person.
So where was these same people when, I mean, this guy's walking around just in white with briefs.
It's different with men. That's the point. Nobody's had a problem with it yet. I guarantee you, in say 20 years, if it comes out and there are guys everywhere saying, we're being set, then we would be on these. Maybe we'll have an opportunity to be on these ads.
Yeah. I mean, because honestly, I'd rather see a woman running around in briefs than another man.
I would think everybody would, because women in general are just
beautiful.
They're more appealing.
Right.
We don't have curves. We're hairy. We're this, that, and women curvy, not as much hair. Some depending.
Yeah.
And it's just the image of a woman is more appealing. And of course, you'll have women that tell me, well, not to me. I like a rugged man, a man with the beard, a backwards hat.
Yeah, strictly dickly.
So I think that's really what it is. But it's just like, man, you're telling me, you're giving me this. What do you think? I mean, what do you think about this ad? Do you think that the man? Do you think what's Jeremy?
Jeremy, yeah.
Do you think this ad should be pulled? Because this is the same company. This isn't like we're talking about a Calvin Klein ad and Why did Haynes come to my mind?
Well, that's what I understand. If she's sexualized, how is he not sexualized? Is it because, again, he's a man, so he's not sexualized, you know?
So why would Calvin Klein pull one and not the other is the ultimate question.
Right.
So if anybody has an idea on why Calvin Klein would pull the female ad, I mean, I just kind of looked at the male ad. Yeah, I mean, he's strutting his stuff.
He's in good shape, yeah.
He's in good shape, but he's strutting his stuff more so than the woman, honestly, as far as skin, and as far as the amount that's being shown.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you don't see on this guy is his butt crack and his cock.
Let me go look again.
But with the woman, you're not. I mean, it's
you don't see the nipples.
I think it's tasteful, and that says a lot.
Yeah, it leaves something to the imagination.
And with this guy, I mean, anyway. So I don't know. We'll follow that. I mean, I don't know. Are they getting? Do you know if they're getting backlash for pulling the woman? Are people? I mean, are they taking backlash from other people as well?
I think they're really just, from what I've seen, it seems like they're making fun of the whole aspect of it because all these women are showing videos of them drooling over this guy, and yet, you know, he's not being sexually objectified.
So people are kind of saying, "Hey, look, check this out."
Yeah,
like everybody's doing the same thing that guys would do to her.
Exactly. I mean, they're showing them stopping and gawking at the billboards in New York, videotaping each other and stuff like that. So yeah.
Man, I think that should be our goal: is to get on a billboard in New York where women gawk at us.
Right. I could totally wear this blue jean shirt and show my right side like that.
Yeah, I'm more of a left side, so that'll work. We'll go back to back. That'll be our next. That'll be our next. That'll be our next podcast.
Please sexually objectify me.
But see, you make a point, and then we'll move on. That's the point. We're sitting here as two guys, and I don't think we're making a joke, but I don't think it's a joke. Like if I looked good enough to be on a billboard, I'd be like, fuck yeah, all of you guys, all of you ladies, look at me, and guys, whoever, fine, look at me, check me out. And I know there are women out there that are like that too. Yeah. They just are. But for some reason, society has made it to where women are, they're telling everybody that women are tired of it, but whatever.
Yeah.
You're really dying for them to do a Jason Statham, Calvin Klein commercial.
I mean, the writing's on the wall right there. Isn't it?
Can you imagine The Rock?
Calvin Klein.
That's your other boy.
That's what he does every time he comes out.
Can you imagine
wrestling.
him just like walking out with
laying on the couch as doves come out?
Oh man,
that would be fucking amazing.
But I didn't know this guy did all the shows too.
And think about it this way too. As a guy, how often do you go underwear shopping?
I don't.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, you may walk through a store and be like, "Oh, that's a cool color. Let me grab these." Right? You know, from time to time. No, not even that. Okay. So anyway, this ad.
You don't either. You're just asking for a friend.
So this ad is
God.
You know,
hold on. I just get this vision of you walking through the store.
These are pretty.
Like, oh, this looks like a nice pattern on me.
This would look good on my junk.
God, go ahead.
This will make my butt look slimmer. Anyway, so you got all these women gawking at this commercial. This guy with the ripped abs and stuff like this at this underwear.
Right.
What are most of them probably going to do? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me go buy these for him. So maybe
that's true.
Maybe it's a smart way Calvin Klein is going after.
Well, but that's the point, is that if I looked at that advertisement for that woman, I'd be like, that might look good on my girl or my wife.
But she didn't have any underwear on. She's just in a blue jean
that's
t-shirt.
Underwear. I'd go buy that shirt. Or I would suggest
just
wearing
nothing.
A shirt.
Yeah, the nothing.
And that's the thing. That image of that woman could be any woman, any size. It's just that's the image that has sold and that has been preferred. Why are we ashamed of that, and why are we trying to change it? I don't feel bad when I look at a commercial now and I see this plus-sized model and I go, it doesn't do anything for me. That's just me. But I guarantee you, it's not just me, Trey, and it's not, and and you don't have to admit it if you don't want. I'll take the heat. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not being attracted to
certain things,
something.
Yeah.
And what they found over the years is, guess what? Men are attracted to not big girls. It's just, I mean, and I don't mean to say.
Well, not all men.
You looked at me, your eyes got wide. Some of the best women in the net. Let's just not. I'm not going to go.
So trending topics.
Yeah. I'm just trying to say that there's nothing wrong with having
a preference
and rewarding what the majority wants. And I'm sorry if you're not that. I'm not that. I don't think. I mean, maybe for some, but for most, I mean, I'm not going to go and do this commercial like this guy did because I haven't been working out recently.
Right. I haven't either.
Let's do trending topics real fast. I feel like we've only been talking for about 5 minutes. It's been a while. It's been a while. My, of course, internet is going slow. Here we go. Boycott Pizza Hut.
Why would they do that?
Well, that's an option for us to look at.
I would boycott them because they took away the video games.
Maybe that's why.
Tables.
Maybe that's why.
Or maybe those red cups.
Or did they do something political or some bullshit?
Nah.
That's interesting, though. Boycott Pizza Hut. Barron Trump, who's Donald and Melania's son, who's like 6'6".
He's 6'6"?
Yeah, he's huge.
Wow.
And he's like 16.
Trump he plays basketball?
Probably.
Okay.
Trump is not well. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw something about
where
on his hand or something that they were worried about. I don't know.
He'll be fine. He can still talk without his hand.
Yeah. He probably can't flip you off.
Moms for Liberty.
Moms for Liberty.
Syphilis. Trey, why are you trending?
I've got an itch over here. Or is that
does syphilis itch?
I don't know. Or if it does it ooze.
Every time we talk about it, STD,
itches.
You say itch or ooze.
Yeah.
Hashtag itch or ooze.
There we go.
God. I feel like we've never made it through a show without saying ooze. Yeah. I don't know why. Alyssa Pilly? Alyssa Pilly? You know who she is?
She was on Karate Kid, I think.
Are you being serious?
No.
Okay. Alyssa Pilly. Speaker of the House. Logan Paul, who's...
is that the wrestler?
No. Is that... I thought that was...
Is that the boxer?
I thought that was Crocodile Dundee.
No.
But that's Paul Hogan. It's
Hogan.
Rotated. Logan. This is Logan Paul.
I think he's in the... I think that's the wrestler one. I know one of the Paul brothers is a boxer, and then another one is... I think he's the wrestler.
And then Melania. Well, I mean, she's always trending. And, I got into it with somebody about... Somebody said... It had nothing to do with Melania, and she goes, Michelle Obama's the best first lady. Fuck Melania. She's a trash. And I said, what did Melania do? She just
Holy
sits there.
Shit.
Like, okay. I mean, you can go after her husband all you want, but Melania's beautiful. She's smart. She speaks 5 languages. Oh, she was a risque model. Well, yeah, she's hot. Okay.
Yeah.
She's kind of got it all going.
Did she ever do a Calvin Klein commercial?
Maybe. Well, we have to find out.
Yeah.
Concord, which is either a grape or a city.
A grape or a city?
Concord grapes, right? Or city in New Hampshire or Vermont. One of the two.
Sure.
And then Messi, who's, I'm assuming Lionel Messi, who's in
your
soccer
bedroom.
Player. This is spelled M-E-S-S-I, which is Lionel Messi, however you say his name. So we don't need to talk about any of this for time, but I'm gonna look up boycott Pizza Hut because
why are they boycotting Pizza Hut?
I may go order a Pizza Hut.
That sounds amazing right now.
Doesn't it?
Extra cheese, pepperoni.
Hold on, let's take a moment now. I'm gonna say let's talk about just Melania, how hot she is, and we'll move on.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her.
No,
or maybe I didn't pay attention to her. When was she in her modeling?
You mean
prime?
Back in the day?
Yeah. When was she in her modeling?
She's in her 50s. She's hot.
Yeah.
Now, go after her husband all you want, But this woman is pretty classy, and I don't know why people have such a. It's because of her husband. I mean, it's just but she's hot. She's beautiful.
You think they still have sex?
Yeah, I think.
yeah?
Well, I think Donald demands that. I don't know if she wants it or not, but
I mean, I know he demands it, but does she give it to him?
I think so.
Or does she allow somebody else to give it to him?
I think she really does love the guy, and I think that what a lot of people don't see is him behind the scenes. And this is a whole different thing.
I want to be behind her scenes.
But yeah.
Do you think, what do you think? She's a doggy style girl, or do you think she's a missionary? Or reverse cow girl?
You see, I think she's an on top girl.
Yeah.
Especially with Donald. He's old. He's going to lay there. Right?
She takes charge?
I think she takes charge.
Yeah?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
And I think that's why he married her.
That's true.
No, I'm kidding.
So at this point, do you think she keeps the lights completely off?
Yeah, probably.
You think so?
Probably.
Do you think he glows?
No, but no. I have this weird image in my head when you said that, a glowing man laying there. No, I think that Melania takes care of Donald, and I think that, like I said, I think behind the scenes, when it comes to his relationship with his wife, his relationship with his children, he's a family man, and I think that there's a different Donald. There's a different Donald Trump than what people see out here, right? I mean, it's very possible to walk outside your front door and handle your business differently than what it is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And to say that, oh, Melania married an asshole. Well, in business, I mean, my dad was ruthless in business and he was successful. I don't know all the details, but I'm just saying you're not always a nice guy when it comes to business, and Donald's a businessman. And so you come home and then you see your family. And
you think she runs shit behind the scenes?
Probably. I bet he walks in, he's like, hey,
she said, take it off, Donald. Bend over, big boy.
She's like, I saw you in that press conference today.
Oh, take me now.
She's like, if you start tweeting again, I'm going to
give me your phone.
Yeah, so that's...
You are grounded.
Trending topics tonight wasn't fantastic, but I tell you what, the Pizza Hut thing is intriguing. Melania keeps showing up. I mean, I think the only other one that was really intriguing to me was syphilis and why it's trending.
Yeah. Why is it trending? Yeah.
So everybody, be careful out there and don't go,
go get in that syphilis.
Wrap your weasel.
Yeah. Don't lick anything that may lick you back.
Is it a lick?
I don't know.
Lick?
I mean,
maybe we should learn what the STDs are before we talk about them.
Yeah. Maybe.
All right, let's do that. We'll take a quiz.
You know what? I want to give a quick shout out.
Do a shout out. Because I don't have. Do you have an awareness tonight?
I do.
You do.
I want to give a shout out to this young man. His name is Daylen. He works at the gym I go to. Every time I come through that door, he's
your karate or your gym or working out?
Working out.
Working out. Okay.
Yeah. So every time I come through the door, he's always, hey, Mr. Nielsen, how are you doing today? And I finally got him to call me Trey. And so super nice kid. And he always puts me in a good...
Mr. Nielsen. Yeah. I'm going to call you that.
He always puts me in a good mood. Every time I come in there, tells me to have a great day, great evening, great weekend. Super nice kid. Got him to start listening to our podcast. So we'll see how that happens. So I just wanted to shout out to Daylen. Hopefully here.
How old is Daylen?
If I had to guess, probably early 20s.
Okay. So he's not a kid. He's just young.
Well, he's a kid to me, but yeah, he's young.
To us, yeah. Well, people like that, and I had a conversation today with the gentleman, and I don't mean to take away from Daylen because he's the man in the story, but I went into a grocery store and the security guard, same vibe. It could be months. It could be a storm and lightning, and he'd be like, "Hey, are you enjoying this lightning out there? It's great."
Yeah,
and you're just like, you know what? Now I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, I go into the gym every day, and sometimes I'm not feeling it. I come through the door. He's like, "Hey, Trey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Man, I'm doing well. I appreciate you. And just, go have a good workout.
Wipe the machines down.
Yeah, I need to do that better.
Daylen, if you're listening right now, make Trey wipe the machine.
Right.
And then also make everybody else rack their fucking weights.
There you go.
Right, Trey? Okay.
That too.
Hey, hell yeah. I love shout-outs. Daylen. Trey is obsessed with working out, so Thank you for putting up with Mr. Nielsen.
Mr. Nielsen, yeah.
So cool. Maybe we'll have Daylen on the show.
Yeah.
What does he have to offer us?
I don't know. I have to talk to him a little bit more.
You get to know him a little
yeah. It's more of a, hey, how's it going? And then I go get my workout.
Hey, look, again, this guy today, I told him, I said, that's what more people should do in this world.
Yeah.
If everybody looked around and people were like, hey,
how's it going?
I'm glad to see you.
Yeah.
You might not want to be coming in here to work out because you're tired, but I'm glad to see you and good for you.
Right.
And that's,
it's huge.
That's just an example of everything else in life too. If I walk in somewhere and just somebody's got a smile on their face.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's less and less. I just feel like everywhere I go, no one waves anymore in the car.
There's awareness of self-awareness right there.
There you go.
How about we put a fucking smile on our face?
Put a smile on your face like Daylen, because he's our guy. Right, Daylen?
Yeah.
All right. What's your awareness? Awareness of self-awareness. Who needs to be more self-aware, Trey?
So guys need to be more self-aware.
All guys.
All guys.
Okay.
Well, maybe some guys that aren't doing this, but my girlfriend brought it to my attention that it's good for guys to notice small details.
Oh.
And voice it because it makes them feel special.
I'm sorry, though. Look, I talk so much tonight. This is like my second pour, so everyone needs to calm down.
Right. But yeah, if you notice a different style of hair for that day, maybe she put on a different eye makeup.
So you're calling out dudes right now. You're calling all of us out.
Yeah. Apparently,
Apparently, you're the bitch in the relationship.
She says she does. She's like, sometimes this is kind of annoying that you notice these things because she's got this nice curl in her hair.
She's annoyed that you notice.
She thinks it's funny and in kind of annoying way that it's just like, you notice these little things and I voice it out and she's like, wow, how do you even notice this?
She's annoyed or impressed or both.
It's kind of
like a
funny
middle thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and
I wonder if
maybe
she's just not experienced that.
I think it's new. I think it's new for her.
Well,
so
I'll give you my quick answer to that and then we'll wrap it up. I was fortunate enough, and I'll say this because I know her husband listens. I wish she would, but my sister, I lived with her for a year after I got done right before I was going to go to college, and she had just done with college, and it worked out. But I lived with my sister, and we had a really cool little apartment, and she taught me a lot about women.
Okay.
Because she was the first girl I lived with.
Right.
And trust me, I'd been with some women.
Sure.
The first girl I had lived with. And that was the kind of stuff she told me. Hey, look, if I come home and it's obvious that I have a new, and I put up a little bit of file. I don't know what coat is new and what shoes are fucking new.
There you go.
Come on, I don't know all that. But if it's obvious that you've come home and you have hair's done, or you come home and you have dressed up and you've got like some, I don't know, fucking lipstick or something. Yeah. But she really made me aware. And so since then, some women get freaked out. I'm like, really love your shoes. And they're like,
yeah,
fucking guys
I'm
do.
bad about that. Yeah.
And I tell them, and I immediately say, my sister taught me to always acknowledge.
I have to remember that.
Say, your sister. Tell your sister that she needed to
help me
train you more a little bit. But that's what I do. I use that as an excuse, but it matters. Little things.
Yeah,
little things.
It does. It does.
But that's a good short self-awareness for tonight because we've gone on long.
So guys, if you're not doing it, do it.
What?
Be aware of the little things.
Be aware of the little things. I'm trying to think of a great example of just like something when your wife or girlfriend walks in the door and it's just like, hair's the obvious one, right?
Yeah.
God, but
I like the shoes. Maybe she got her toes
shoes
done.
Or some nails.
She got her nails
fingernails
done,
or toenails. But it's hard to keep track of the colors and all that bullshit. But do your best, guys.
Yeah. Good.
Or girls.
Or girls, yeah.
We're equal opportunity.
We change our hair from time to time. Notice it.
Yeah. I think I noticed your changes more than my wife.
That's not good.
Yeah, you walk in and I'm like, good haircut, buddy. And then my wife's like, hello, I chopped 6 inches off mine. No.
You did not notice.
Yeah. But so that's it. Butthurt Islam.
Butthurt Islam.
Butthurt Islam, Tay Tay, and Calvin Klein were the main topics tonight. Yeah. And, I'd like to readdress this Calvin Klein thing at some point because I just feel like there's more there. It's really about this fat shaming thing and this whole. You and I did a show about it a long time ago. I don't know if anybody listens to season 1 where it was only audio.
This is not season 1?
No, God, it feels like. Sometimes it feels like season 1, and sometimes it feels like season 10.
Yeah,
but in a good way. And ever since we did video, I think one of the old episodes we did talk about fat shaming, and I forget what the premise was. But
I think it was
wasn't there a singer?
Yes, Lizzo,
or whatever.
Yeah,
she was
about the Lizzo-sized lunchbox.
That's right. A comedian had made a joke. The hockey player commentator. Yeah. That's right. He was a commentator, made a joke about in fat shaming and this and that, whatever. There's so much more there. But I'm glad we brought it up tonight. And go check out that Calvin Klein ad that we're talking about, and then tell us, comment, let us know what you think.
Yeah,
we'll probably be putting some of that out, some of those clips out. And to Jeremy, good for you that yours is good still job, running.
Yeah,
apparently. No one gives a shit if you're half naked out there.
Yeah.
So
nice work, buddy.
Keep doing it. Keep working out.
I'm jealous.
All right, buddy. We'll see you guys all in the next show.
Later.
Love you.
Sitting there wondering if Travis notices the little things, like when Tay Tay bends over. Do you think he notices that she bleaches, or
God,
is that something that you better make sure you notice?
There's so many things I wonder about that relationship.
Where's Travis when you need him?
I can't get it.
Think he wears those Calvin
I
Kleins?
can't. No, hold on. Yeah, I can't get the image of The Rock. In those Calvin Klein underwear,
yeah, boy,
with you gawking at me out of my head. I'm gonna do my best to do that before I go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye.